Should you get an Epson EcoTank printer? Well, in this video I'll share with you the pros and cons by making this choice. This applies to any models. Over here we have the ET2800. This is a basic model, it's one of the cheapest, but what I will say in this video applies to even more expensive ones, as long as they are EcoTank models. As you may already know, the whole concept about this printer is that it comes with ink tanks for each individual colors. This way you just have to fill it up using these bottles. By the way, they come included with the printer, and you do not have to buy any sorts of cartridge. And by the way, these are rated at 6,000 color pages. Even if you just print 5,000 color pages, I still think it's amazing. One of the biggest pros of these printers is the cost to operate. Yes, they cost more at the beginning compared to a cartridge printer, but once you calculate how much the ink costs for each pages, the Epson EcoTank printer, if we say that it's able to print 5,000 pages using $60 of these ink bottles, well, it will cost you less than 2 cents. Actually, it's about 1.2 cents to print each pages, while a cartridge printer will be around 20 cents. This is huge, almost 20 times cheaper. And talking about ink, another thing that is great is that if in the future one of these tanks goes completely empty, let's say I do not have any more yellow color over here, the printer will still work. As long as there's some ink in one of these tanks, you're good to go. With the cartridge printer, if one of the colors runs out, well, the printer won't be able to print anything. It will ask you to replace the cartridge. Here, this does not matter. If you want, you can just put some black ink and forget about the color ones and just print in black and white. The printer will do the job no matter how much ink is left in the other ones. All the Epson EcoTank printer also comes with a basic scanner that I think will be good enough for many kinds of scans. And I'll show you some example on the screen right now. Obviously, if you want to scan pictures at the professional level, if this is your job, you better get a professional photo scanner. But if you're scanning text, or some pictures occasionally, I think this is perfect. It has well enough resolution for that kind of a job. Now, the only downside of owning an Epson EcoTank printer, although it has many positives, is that the print heads on these models clogged. The same way as on a inkjet printer that works with cartridges. This is no different. It does not clog more or less. What's different is that you'll have more trouble to get rid of this problem. So if you have one of these cartridges from a printer that works with them, well, you just have to throw this away and buy a new one, since the print head is integrated on this ink cartridge. Here, since there's no ink cartridge, there's print heads separate inside of this printer. And to unclog them, they sell some kits that you can inject with a syringe, and there's many videos on YouTube showing you how to do it. Unfortunately, not all of these work, and if you waited too long, you may not even be able to clean those print heads. So this is something to keep in mind. And you're probably wondering, what should you do to avoid this problem? Well, the only solution is to print often. Right now, the humidity in the air is at less than 20%. We're during winter, I'm using electrical heating elements, and this makes the air very, very dry. After only a week and a half of not printing with this printer, I can already see that the print head is getting clogged. I see some really thin lines over here. Fortunately, when the problem is not this serious, there's a way to go through the menu over here. If you go in maintenance and select head cleaning or power cleaning, and the printer will be able to clean itself, and these lines will disappear right away. So if you caught this problem early on, you'll able to fix it quickly. But let's say if you leave for a vacation during a month or two, well, there's a good chances that when you come back, those print heads will be clogged, and even if you do a power cleaning, it may not fix your issue. So you need to keep a close eye on your printer and print often. If you want to get one of these, I have put some links on Amazon in the description down below. If you want to check them out, you're also supporting my channel. Leave a comment, tell me if you have other options that are working for you. If not, simply like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.